Hello everyone, this is Steven Zhou from AMO Turing Centers. Today we're going to talk about how to do the derivative in chain rules. Okay, I'm sure everybody see this formula before, f gx prime equal to f prime of gx times g prime of x. But I'm also sure that there's not too many people knows what exactly means of these ones. Okay, so chain rule, just imagine, doing the derivative just like in the battlefield. Okay, you are supposed to kill enemies, basically, right? So what if the enemies inside the tank? Okay, you need to break the tank first and then kill the enemies. Same thing with chain rule here. This outside function is a tank, and you have to do the derivative of the first of these outside functions and then times the derivative of inside. Okay, let's use these examples here. Okay, we have a sine bracket e to the x squared plus x plus minus 1. So there are how many functions? 3 functions. Number 1 is the sine x functions. Number 2 is the e to the power of x functions. And then the third one is the polynomial function x squared plus x minus 1. Okay, so the relationship between these 3 things will be the sine functions is biggest function, is very outside. Inside sine function, there is exponential functions e to the power of x squared plus x minus 1. And then the very inside is x squared plus x minus 1. So we need to break the shell one by one by doing the biggest, the very outside first. So we know sine functions derivative equal to cosine functions. So we just ignore whatever inside. Just do the derivative of sine functions. Just equal to cosine. Just copy whatever there is. And then times whatever there is. Bracket derivative. Okay, now we're done with the sine functions. We don't have to consider sine function anymore. We assume the sine function is not existing anymore. So now we're doing this part. The very outside function is exponential functions. We know exponential functions derivative still exponential functions. Okay, we know this one with derivative, we assume we ignore whatever inside, we just do the e to something, and then we have e to the x squared plus x minus 1, and then times whatever inside bracket. So we done with the sine functions, we ignore it. We done with exponential function, we ignore it. And then we do the polynomial function at the end. It will be x squared will be 2x plus 1. That's the final answer. Okay, so once we're doing the chain rules, we don't have to worry about what is very outside or what is very inside. We just see, okay, from the biggest function first. Okay, sine functions. We just do the sine functions. We ignore whatever inside. We just copy them down. Once we're done outside function, we can do inside functions. Inside function is e to the x squared minus plus x minus 1. So also, we ignore whatever inside exponential function. Just do exponential himself, and then copy them down, and then finally become this. So if you're using these steps, the chain rule will be very easy question for you. Thank you for watching.